If you're out there hunting for good allocated bottles, we got a list for you of some really good ones that when you find them, you know it's going to be good and you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah, these are going to be really reliable, so you can have a lot of faith in them.
Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we're going to talk about some reliable allocated bourbon.
Yeah, so we kind of, how should I describe this? I wanted to talk about some really good allocated bourbon that, yes, these are somewhat difficult to find.
Some are a little easier.
None of these are, I would say, are quote-unquote unicorns. And I think all of these you can find on the secondary for at least under like $375-ish right now.
Yep.
With all that being said, I don't know your local secondary. I can only judge it off ours and kind of like the surrounding areas. So,
but if you find them in a store and it's not like one of the secondary stores that we all know of, if you're talking like Liquor Barn, Total Wine, like those are going to be reasonably priced, even if they're even if they're a little over. Like if you find these are good ones to get.
Mm-hmm. I also want to talk about, because, we always get messages from like, hey man, I just got a really big drop promotion. I want to buy a bottle and celebrate with it. What should I buy?
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's, X or Y or Z or whatever. And I'm like, I didn't really like that batch or this batch. So whenever I went through and I was working on making this list, I said, I'll give everybody one bad batch, because everybody has a bad moment, right?
Yeah.
Like literally everybody.
Yeah, we all do.
But you have to kind of continuously produce stuff. And like I said, I want to try to keep it like under $375, $400 for the secondary if at all possible. So as we're talking through the list, if you guys think of something that I didn't put on there or Dave didn't put on there, please put in the comments below.
Yeah, or just what would be on your list in general anyway. So
hit that like, subscribe, notifications.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to make sure they've at least done 2 batches of this. So I was telling Dave earlier, like Cellar's Age, for example, right now is like $350, I think, on the secondary after how much the gift shop just put out.
And they've only done one.
But they've only done one. So I wanted multiples out there. So that's the only reason why. Today's video sponsor is Original Grain. Go to originalgrain.com/kingdom for 10% off your next order. And currently right now for Father's Day, they have a site-wide $100 off. So you can stack both those to get the lowest price ever.
So Original Grain is our newest sponsor, and we are excited about this partnership. They have been making watches from unique materials for like the last 10 or 11 years. Yep. And every watch they sell, they plant a tree, so they're like conscious of the environment everything like that, which is super cool. And they've planted like over 500,000 trees, close to.
That's wild.
Yeah, which is really crazy. They're also a veteran and family-owned business, which for me and we own a family business too, so we always love it when the smaller guys get an opportunity to kind of be part of the game. So I really, really love that. And
something else that's really cool about Original Grain, they are partnering with Jack Daniels. And if you've been around our channel for any time at all, we're huge Jack Daniels fans.
Huge fans.
Huge. They make some of the best whiskey that's out there. They have one of the best experiences down there in Tennessee with their distillery. And now they are partnering with a great brand with Original Grain to make unique timepieces. And they are awesome.
Just in time for Father's Day.
Just in time for Father's Day.
You can go to originalgrain.com/kingdom and use our code KINGDOM at checkout for 10% off your entire order. You can also stack that on top of already $100 off the entire site-wide for Father's Day. Mm-hmm. And you can stack those together, which is really, really awesome.
It's the biggest it's the biggest savings that Original Grain's ever done. So definitely take advantage of it.
You're going to get a great timepiece at a great, great price.
Yep.
Thank you to Original Grain for.
Dave, there's no order, so I'll let you start. Just roll them out.
Okay. Well, we'll start with one of my faves.
We've been talking a lot about this bottle.
We have. Listen, I want them to. Here's the thing about Old Forester 100 proof single barrels. They don't produce enough of them. They don't.
Well, you know what I just found out this week? So I just found out this week, whenever you used to go on a Old Forester pick, you used to have the option to pick either cast strength or 100 proof. And now you have to basically say, hey, this is what we're doing beforehand. So I'm kind of like, man, it's a little bit of a bummer. But, you know, at the same time, I get it. There's probably a whole bunch of stuff behind the scenes that we don't know about.
So listen, Old Forester. If you ever have Bourbon Kingdom come and do a single barrel pick, which we probably won't because certain people on this channel you don't really love. I don't know why, because he loves you. He loves you unconditionally.
Oh, here we go.
This is what we would love to do. 100 proof single barrel because it is everything about it is just fantastic. Anything else to add?
I love Old Forester. Literally repping one of their shirts right now.
He does. He does.
I won't lie. I might want a cast strength.
Of course you would.
That would probably.
That's who he is.
I mean, you know, big, bold, beautiful. You know, whatever.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. I won't lie though. These 100 proofs are money. I do like how I've shared a couple pour. I've actually poured a lot of these like little micro pours to let people try here recently, and everybody's like, "Wow, this thing's a monster of a bottle."
But you don't want to give too much of a doubt because, I mean, honestly speaking, they're just few and far between. Because almost everybody chooses. Now, Liquor Barn will do one every once in a while. There'll be some other. Total Wine will do one every once in a while. But most of these come from Cox's or
the distillery.
Yeah. Because they're like the only ones that do it, especially around us. And I don't understand why. I'm not quite sure.
No, because everyone wants cast strength.
I mean, I do. I mean, I get everybody wants cast strength and all that good stuff.
Except for you.
I like a good cast strength Old Forester, but if you are talking like just getting the flavor out of it, this gives you all the Old Forester flavor that you could just want, and you don't have to like get past that little heat that's always on the front end of all the cast strengths.
Fair.
And it lets you experience Old Forester because I think Old Forester's palate is fantastic, and when you mean
the profile?
Yeah, the profile is fantastic.
Agreed.
And when you don't, sometimes the heat masks that in a way that doesn't allow people to enjoy it. That's why I say, like, give yourself some more opportunities to drink this.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I agree.
All right, I'm off my Old Forester soapbox, but we would gladly do
that's so mean normally. Normally, I'm the one who's on the Old Forester.
I know that is so true. All right, well, let's just hit the next one.
Ooh, the old Stagg. Your first place vote for whenever we did a blind here not too long ago. I don't know when that video is going to post. Maybe it already did. Maybe it already didn't. I won't ruin it if it hasn't. So this one got first for you, second for me. So this is the batch 23C. So what's really funny is there's one of them here recently I do not like. I think, is it the 22 or 23B?
Yeah, 23B.
That one, all right, I'm going to tell you all right now, stay away from that one. The rest of them, though, I think are really, really good. I know there's some people out there.
Almost all the 22s and the 23s have all been, except for the exception of 23B, have been really good. Yeah.
But if you take out that one, I think they've been actually really, really good here.
I agree with that.
In comparison to a lot of the other ones here previously. I know there's a couple people out there who don't love all the Staggs or whatever. I'm a big Stagg fan. This is coming from somebody who tries to always make sure I have, you know, the latest batch, and we always try to review it. We always have a bunch of them open. Just a big Stagg fan, and I just really, at the end of the day, I think for $150 on the secondary right now, it's a steal. Like, I know I've talked about this before. If this was craft, it would already be over $200.
Yes.
So I just think that alone, I think it's just a really great bottle, really great value.
I said it 2 years ago. I'll say it today. Stagg, from a secondary standpoint, is the greatest.
Well, now it is. It did go up there.
It went up for a little bit, but still, even at $250, some of the stuff that you would be drinking at $250 was worth the $250, and we've had $250 bottles that we just go, no, thank you.
Yeah,
I'd rather have Stagg. But if you get this at Liquor Barn per se, the liquor barn, this is $55, 53. I think it's $53 plus tax. So you're paying $57 for a good allocated bottle that just drinks solid almost every single time.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
definitely, if you're looking for something, do not shy away from the Stagg.
Agreed.
All right, let's try this. The old next on the list is the Smoke Wagon Private Barrels.
Yeah, so this is kind of new, but kind of not. You know, they used to do these all the time. And
Yeah.
man, some of the you weren't into bourbon.
I wasn't
whenever they
into
were
bourbon
doing
when they
that
did it,
10
so.
and 12 years. Woo,
I
man.
wasn't.
So good. But anyways, these are utterly fantastic,
Yeah.
and they're very findable. Probably, you know, one
True.
of the more findable ones on the list. The only thing I will say about these are they are a little bit of like, they do come off a little rye forward.
Yeah.
So if you're not a rye fan, it's maybe not your favorite. But man, like, this is like the best version, in my opinion, of like a barrel proof Four Roses. It just hits so hard.
Yeah,
also.
they do really well. I like these a lot. Honestly, the 2 or 3 different ones that I've had, I've really enjoyed.
Mhm.
Becoming a rye person now that I am.
A rye expert, as some would say.
I'm an aficionado, so these hit right in the perfect way. So really good. All right, let's go next on the list. Let's pull.
So this is an OWA store pick. This is actually from Merle's Whiskey Kitchen, which is like, if you've ever been to Louisville, Kentucky, it's almost directly across the street from Forster.
Yep.
I have traditionally not been a huge Weller fan, but a lot of OWA picks I've had here recently, not just from Merle's, but from a combination of probably 10 to 15 stores at this point,
Yeah.
have all been really good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very surprised on how a lot of, I don't know if they're kind of getting older, I don't know what it is, but it's just the amount that they have going on right now have been excellent.
Yeah. I don't know if they're just saving the good stuff for picks.
I don't know.
Maybe that's what it is, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. That is generally a good one to get. And most of the time when you get these,
Mhm.
they aren't that much more expensive than just the regular OWA.
No, I mean, this one I think I spent like $75 on.
Yeah,
So this one's
which is a great, but that's a great deal.
This is coming from a bar. This
Yep.
is coming from, you know, not a traditional liquor store per se. Whenever they sold them,
And they have a tendency to be more expensive, like
They
Merle's,
do.
Merle's
they do.
does, yeah.
But yeah, no, I just think it's just really good value. Again, you find these typically for like $150, $175 on
Yep.
secondary. I just think these are excellent.
Yep,
So.
good stuff. Let's go here.
Ooh, coming out hitting hard.
The Four Roses. This one is the 135 year
Mhm.
anniversary. This is this year's release.
This finished second or third for us on our list.
I believe that is correct.
Something. What's
Yeah.
crazy to me is like these should be significantly more than what they are.
That is true. Because you
And-
can find these, what are these, 4?
I think I find them for around between $300 and $400,
Yeah.
but like closer to 3 than 4.
Yeah.
It's just wild to me how they're not that expensive for what they are. Like, these have significantly older whiskey in it. I don't think this says on here, but like some of these have like 20-year-old plus whiskey in these.
And they're generally really, really good.
They're-
That's a crazy thing.
they
is
tend to be-
generally,
Excellent. Like, some of the best sleeper LEs out there on the market right now are Four Roses LEs.
yeah. And so if you're looking, let's just say you're even looking to trade for something, like this is not a bad one to trade into because you can trade some okay bottles
Yeah.
for this. A lot of times people who are trading are looking for like multiples of something.
Agreed.
And if you have multiples of, I mean, heck, even some OWAs or some
Mhm.
E.H. Taylor single barrels or, you know, something like that, maybe even some Staggs, like you could get a good Four Roses LE for a Stagg or 2 or maybe 2 or 3 OWAs or something like that.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be unhappy with doing that.
No, I agree. I think these should be like double what secondary is on some of these.
I have a tendency to agree with you on
And
that.
it's just crazy to me how people just sleep on these.
Yep.
So,
Yep. All right, let's go with The old M10. We just did this review, actually.
It's excellent.
It's excellent, yes.
It is literally excellent.
These are not always hitters, but the last 2 years have definitely been hitters.
Yes.
So
that's what I was telling Dave. I don't know if it was like 21 or 20, whichever M10. It was one of those years. I did not really care for the M10. But man, these are just whatever Michter's, like whatever that source juice is, quote unquote, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It just is amazing.
Yeah, keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, like it is incredible.
Yeah.
In the fact that you came out, I mean, that was Whiskey of the Year for us last year. The M10s were. And the fact that you came out and then produced something like this year, like truly, it's hard to go back to back as champs or to even have another good run.
Yeah.
And the fact that you do back to back like that, it just speaks volumes about them. So I just think it's excellent.
Yeah,
it's phenomenal.
I agree with you. I think it's really, really good.
And the fact that I think they're still like on the secondary for like around $300 to $350, which is nuts to me.
Yeah. Again, probably one that should be a little more expensive on the secondary.
Again, double. Like if you're looking at the quality of value,
from quality wise,
like the quality of the juice that's in the bottle, like it's just so much better than some of like. That's arguably, there's 3 on the list that I think are above all the other ones, and it's not the most expensive one on the list. And it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It just should be more.
Yeah. Michter's, I just don't think secondarily gets them and Four Roses both don't get the love that they deserve from a secondary standpoint.
Agreed.
If you're thinking through what other things are. Mm-hmm. So next on the list is the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof.
So this is a batch 12. This has like basically been cut in half on the secondary. What are these going for now? Like 325?
325, 350, something like that.
At one point in time, they were like 600-700.
Yeah.
I just think that, you can debate. Would you rather have one E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof? Would you rather have 2 Stagg Juniors? I think you can have that debate, and that's fine.
Yeah,
but
I think you could too.
I think for it being from a big boy distillery, it's barrel proof. These are aged at least, I think, 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that it's just really good. And I'm just shocked that these don't hold better value than what they do.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
I agree with that. I love the barrel proof series. I have. Mm-hmm. They've had one outlier in the ones that I've had.
Yeah, batch 11 we didn't love. I know a lot of other people end up loving it, but...
No, it wasn't.
Didn't have it.
This one made a good comeback. This is really, really, really good.
Yep.
And
that's
really
even off profile too. For
yeah, I agree with that. I think
it's off profile, but in like such a fantastic way.
Yeah, really good. I think we're down to the last one. I think we are. The last one. Say the best for last.
I knew you were going to say that.
It is true. Well, this was my whiskey of the year last year. Didn't make our whiskey of the year. I think it was second or third.
Something like that?
Yeah.
I think it was top
but
3,
this
top 4.
Yeah, this is my top one. This is the Russell's Reserve Single Rickhouse CNF. This is just a banger. And nothing about it that I love every aspect of this bourbon.
I was surprised whenever I was going through looking up stuff, seeing what stuff was selling for and cost of or whatever. This was selling for like around $325, $350. This is like basically retail.
Yeah, this is actually, I think because I had to have mine shipped to me, I paid like $370.
Oh yeah, because you got yours off Reserve Bar or whatever. Yeah,
I think mine was like $370, and right now they are going for between $325 and $350.
Which is wild. Because like here in a couple of years, when people are looking for these, people are going to be spending 3 times the amount on that.
Yes,
because if
you own this and you get rid of it for less than $450, you shouldn't have been buying it in the first place.
People
to me,
people chase after Dusty Turkey. If you ever want to have Dusty Turkey,
go
buy one of these. You'll probably get this cheaper than most Dusty Turkey, and you'll get a similar experience.
You will,
where this is a more modern dusty note of Wild Turkey. It's just crazy how just great of a profile it has in the sense of like the dusty profile. Because you haven't had a lot of Dusty Turkey, I don't think.
Not a ton. I've had a couple.
I have. Yeah. And it just really hits out.
Yeah.
So
all in all, like to me, if you're looking for allocated stuff and you're looking to either trade or buy and different things, the ones that we gave you are a pretty good list of things that are available.
Agreed.
Not always available, but available enough. Or if you're willing to trade for them, again, these are things that you're not going to be disappointed in if you get them. I think all of these are hitters in a really good way. So tell us what's on your list. Tell us maybe some things that maybe we missed, or I don't think we got anything wrong, but we might have missed a couple of things. But we can only make the list so long. But other than that, till next time,
We'll see you.
We'll see you.